The field of AI agents is rapidly advancing, moving past simple chat responses towards true autonomy. This progression can be categorized into four distinct levels of complexity, as shown in the figure. This hierarchy shows how an agent's capability grows as we add features like tools, planning, and collaboration. It starts with the LLM as a core thinker, and culminates in sophisticated autonomous terms that can automate entire business processes. We'll now dive into each level to understand its function and impact. Level 0 represents the foundation of the entire agentic hierarchy, the large language model itself. At this stage, the LLM acts purely as a reasoning engine, without any added capabilities like memory, tools, or environmental awareness. It operates entirely on the knowledge it learned during training. Because of this, a level 0 system can generate detailed explanations, summarize information, or walk through reasoning steps very effectively. This is where LLMs shine. They are incredibly strong at drawing from established concepts and applying internal logic. However, level 0 has clear limitations. Since it has no connection to the outside world, it cannot access real-time data, take actions, or adapt based on the new information. If the answer wasn't present in its training data, the system simply cannot know it. For example, it can't tell you the winner of the 2025 Oscars unless that event occurred before its training cutoff. In short, level 0 is the thinking engine of an agent, powerful in reasoning but isolated without additional layers. Level 1 marks the moment an LLM transforms from passive reasoning engine into an active problem solver. At this stage, the model becomes a true agent by gaining the ability to use external tools. With tools access, the system is no longer restricted to what it learned during training. Instead, it can gather fresh information, perform actions, and ground its responses in real world data. This fundamentally changes what the agent can do. A level 1 agent works by executing a sequence of steps. It identifies what information it needs, calls the appropriate tools, retrieves data, and processes the result. These tools might include search engine, APIs, databases, or rack systems that provide factual context. The defining capability of this level is the interaction with the outside world, not just once, but across multiple steps within a task. For example, a level 1 agent can search for currently streaming TV shows, check the latest stock price via an API, or pull live weather data. These are tasks level 0 could never perform. In essence, level 1 elevates the LLM from a knowledgeable thinker to a connected, action-oriented problem solver. Level 2 represents a major leap in agent intelligence. At this stage, the agent is no longer just using tools. It becomes a strategic problem solver, capable of planning, prioritizing, and improving itself over time. The defining skill here is context engineering. Instead of dumping all available information into the model, the agent learns to carefully select, structure, and deliver only the most relevant pieces of context at each step. This prevents cognitive overload and dramatically improves accuracy. And with this skill, the agent can now tackle complex, multi-step tasks that require reasoning across multiple tools and information sources. For example, imagine a travel assistant. Instead of forwarding an entire email, it extracts only the important details like flight numbers, dates, and times, and passes those into a calendar tool. This focused packaging enables cleaner and more reliable actions. Even more importantly, Level 2 agent begins to show self-improvement. Through repeated tasks and feedback, they refine how they engineer and manage context. Over time, they learn which details matter and which don't, and how to structure information for better outcomes. This creates an automated feedback loop that improves performance without human intervention. In short, level 2 is where agents become thoughtful planners capable of handling richer, more realistic problems with efficiency and precision. Level 3 marks the true rise of collaborative intelligence, where multiple AI agents work together as a coordinated team. This stage represents a major paradigm shift from the single all purpose agents to multi agent ecosystems. each agent acting as a specialist within its own strengths and responsibilities. The core idea here is simple. Just like in human organizations, complex problems are best solved by a team, not by one overworked generalist. In these systems, a central project manager agent oversees the workflow. It breaks down the overall goal into smaller tasks and delegates them to a specialized agents. For example, a market research agent, a data analysis agent, or a content writing agent. The power of level 3 comes from smooth coordination and communication. Agents can exchange information, build on each other's output, and collaborate to achieve results that no single agent could accomplish alone. So, the promise here is enormous. Multi-agent systems have the potential to automate entire business process end to end, from planning through execution, much like a fully autonomous digital workforce. But we're still early in this journey. The current hurdle includes the reasoning limits of the underlying LLMs and the fact that agents still struggle to truly learn from each other over time. Even so, level 3 sets the stage for the next major wave of AI innovation, that is fully autonomous and collaborative AI ecosystems.